Howdy folks, Tex Grebner here with Tex Grebner Outdoors. New videos every Saturday, so if you don't want to miss out on any Tex Grebner Outdoors Saturday morning cartoon awesomeness, make sure to click subscribe and check my channel every Saturday for new videos. I love reading your comments and I really do appreciate all of you that watch. Today we're going to be talking about why I like heavyweight recurves. Recurves well above 50 to 55 pounds. Now the fact is that the average adult male, without a whole bunch of effort in training, can shoot a 50 to 55 pound traditional bow that doesn't have let off with a good amount of enjoyment without a whole bunch of constant discipline and training. That is why they do not really make heavier draw weight recurves. So I'm going to show you 3 bows that I particularly like, show you their draw weights on my bow scale, and then we're going to get into why I actually like heavier draw weight recurves. So this is the first bow I showed you. This is my 55 pound Martin Locust. When a traditional bow is relaxed like this, it is relaxed when we string it up, it is now braced. With a compound bow, when you screw down the front of your limb, you're adding string tension. The distance between here and here is known as brace height because height. The bow is now braced and the distance is called brace height. By adding more brace height, you put more tension on your string, exactly the same as with a compound bow, as screwing down the bottom part of your top limb and the top part of your bottom limb. Now, recurves are generally speaking faster shooting than longbows, and because they have, for the most part, a cutout to center or a little bit past center shot riser, it makes them a lot easier for aiming and arrow tuning. But a recurve limb is thin and wide at the same time, while a longbow limb, back to belly, is thick and slim. And so a 50-pound longbow and a 50-pound recurve are going to have dynamically different thicknesses of the limb. And it's going to be much slimmer in the limb frontal profile when you're looking at it, even though technically this is the back of the bow, this is the belly of the bow. A longbow is going to have a slimmer profile, thicker limb. Now I'm going to grab this 55-pound recurve here by the grip, and I want you to pay attention. I'm just using my thumb and index finger here, and I'm able to twist that limb. When I put an arrow on it, I can do whatever I want to with this bastard. I can torque it over, I can move the string around, I don't even have to come to my actual anchor point, because I've got a level of strength that allows me to be sloppy with lighter draw weight bows. So they don't really make heavier draw weight traditional bows anymore because they take a lot of discipline. You don't get to take days off when you shoot 75 to 100 pounds of draw weight, or your muscles will atrophy and it won't be all that much fun. When you draw the bow back from brace height, it is literally every inch that you come beyond brace height back, it's like you're stacking plates on a barbell and adding more weight. However, the weight right here where I'm overdrawn and the weight here where I'm actually at my proper anchor, totally different. You have to be consistent in order to be accurate. And so with a lighter draw weight bow, you can really horse around with it and not actually be consistent. You can torque your string over, you can shoot it straight up and down FIFA style, you can cant it, you can use your grip, you can basically do whatever you want with it. So now we're going to look at the limb tip on my 100-pound recurve. Much thicker limbs. So I've got my grip here, and I'm using my whole hand trying to make that limb tip move. And when I draw this back, you're going to notice something that I literally, while my fingers line up on the side of my face, it's going to actually cant the bow over so that the arrow is directly under my eye, as opposed to me being able to do pretty much what I want with it. the bow is going to cant over because the limbs can't twist, and it leads to me being a lot more consistent. This is my Martin Hunter in 75 pounds. Got a good grip on it, and I can kind of twist that limb a little bit, but it still takes my whole hand. And even though this bow draws about 85 damn near at my full draw, a lighter weight bow stacks weight on that barbell a lot less perceptively than a heavier weight bow, where this one, pay attention when I draw it, it's going to cant over, and I still can't really pull my limbs out of alignment. With the lighter weight bow, pay attention to how much point movement I actually have. Here, here. You know, with a heavier bow, you really have to bury that anchor point. And I can tell with a heavier weight bow if I'm actually feeling in my draw tension what I'm supposed to be feeling. So, with a heavier weight recurve, I get the benefits of having a much stiffer limb so that it pulls me into a much stricter form with the speed of the recurve limb design, but the limb is much thicker. While I'm at it, I'm not telling you that you need to be shooting a recurve that can take a dragon out of the sky. I just do what I do, maybe because I'm strong in the back and weak in the mind. I'm just trying to explain to you why I do what I do. With a lighter weight bow, you can hold back and wait on an animal. With a heavier weight bow, you hold at ready and then fluidly draw back to your anchor. And then as soon as everything lines up, you release and follow through. There is no holding. So you really have to be patient to be able to get that to happen properly if the animal actually shows up. However, I hope this video has been helpful to you in explaining my madness. It is dangerous to release too much of my awesomeness all at once. As always, God bless all my sportsmen of America. Join the NRA to protect our rights. Please check out my friends over at SOETacticalgear.com. Thank you very much to those of you involved in law enforcement and those of you serving in the military. And thanks for watching Tex Grebner Outdoors.